Now, we record. Okay, we started off pretty basic. Janus ban, Raven ban. Picked up Taurus first, because that's what we do. Red pick, Ul pick. Not a surprise here. Achilles Terra ban. Um, and nothing special here. Yeah. What we're looking here probably would be the jungle, I assume. I mean, we had it so far, picked up priority. We delayed so.
Recently, our priority has been if Mikhail wants to play Achilles a lot. So if we can get him Achilles, we'll get Achilles.
Yeah, okay, but like
Um,
that's one of the few solos we really prioritize. But Achilles is banned, so it doesn't matter here. Okay, Athena support, I assume, unless we have like a all of a sudden flavor for Athena solo or jungle.
yeah, which we don't.
Unlikely. So we're giving pretty much away that we're gonna pick. So every other three picks are now given. We're playing with an open hand here. I mean, we have two cards hidden, whatever we want to pick up next, but like we give we they don't have to guess what we're picking up, so they are at the moment. All can still be flexed mid of so ADC. Red and Theory can solo, but like how are we gonna do that? Okay, what? I mean, they could pick up Guardian here just to get it out of the way. They know what we have, so they can pick Guardian here. I don't think they're gonna pick up solo. It was left mage. I mean, mid and support both make sense here.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the Guardian. Okay. The one of pressure, so they basically won the drafting phase for dual lane. That's why they picked up support here. They have their all locked, so that's most likely going to be ADC. Sylvanas is support, uh, and that they have basically the most pressure they can get. We, especially Athena, cannot really deal with that kind of aggression.
Yeah.
So red, that's like a really good level 1 to level 5. Red or Sylvanas. If red
It
hits
doesn't.
if red hits level 5 first, that's gonna be a dual lane gank and it's gonna be devastating. Like a red knock up into Sylvanas pool, even with Sylvanas does not hit ult, it's a guaranteed kill. If
Yeah.
they go for it. Okay, bans. We have Nemesis ban, makes sense, we didn't have jungle yet. They probably banned their G2 then.
We banned Kronos because that's one of Sleep Tides picks.
Yeah.
That's one of
That
Sleep Tides big picks.
I mean, what
And
you
we
else
figured
go-
the Uller was going mid. We were thinking the Uller was going mid at this point.
Yeah, I mean it can, but then
Yeah.
what else you really gonna ban? You could ban a hunter, but if you ban mages, you might make the ultimate more reality.
Yeah, we were trying to force the Uller. We were trying to force the Uller into ADC by banning away the mid options, or by banning away the ADCs that he'd play with it. So that's why I banned the Uller, or that's why we banned and we would rather go up against a Soul than a
Okay,
Kronos with Sleep
okay,
Tight, just because he's Sleep
okay.
Tight. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Daji ban. Uh, so far, relatively. That's a pretty standard pick and ban we see here. Like, Sleep Tight Steam. That's like almost textbook meta. They ban out the Terra first pick opportunity, they ban out the Achilles, they pick out the
Yeah.
high pressure jungle and ADC, or mid this time, but it probably was planned as an ADC in the first place, so now they have
Yeah.
a pretty heavy physic comp,
Mhm.
and we already have our mage, so whatever mage they pick, it cannot outrange Thor, so we should have an advantage unless they pick like an Isis, where they have the clear early. Okay, I see the Osiris, the cat, the next in
Yeah.
line just, or was it too pick up the Sylvanas or what?
We wanted the Osiris because of the two auto attackers, and or we wanted that and then the anti-heal. So that's why I picked the Osiris. We picked That's why I picked the Osiris.
I see the Osiris because it was an unknown matchup, so...
Yeah, no, that was for jungle. We picked the
Oh,
Osiris for jungle.
okay.
Your cat was for solo.
Okay, that's a bit okay.
Yeah.
I don't
And
really know. I mean, Miguel, that's your
Mikhail
call then.
basically is a cat. Yeah.
So,
That was the pick you wanted, right, Mikhail?
Yeah, I'm liking
Okay.
Circuit a lot right now. I feel like she's a lot safer than last season.
okay. Just didn't have seen you play it so far. Um, I mean, the draft would have made perfectly sense other way around with Osiris being picked up into an unknown matchup. So it was a Circuit pickup that was into an unknown matchup. That's I mean, they don't gonna see it
We'd
coming.
always be
So.
able to flex it around if it came down to it, but we figured he'd do fine in laning phase.
I mean, Silver can't do really much against the cat. Like,
Yeah.
the cat just gonna get through. Red can maybe be a problem.
Yeah,
I mean,
I got ganked a couple times.
yeah, I mean that's the only way they're gonna kill you. Red has a relatively easy target. I mean, what he gonna do against the horse? What would a red jungle be doing against the horse?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, he can do gank dual lane, and he probably should. Okay, let's ultimate.
And our early priority was to kill the fucking Sylvanas. So that was a big part of what we wanted the Circuit. It was like, we're just gonna kill the Sylvanas on cooldown, and they're never gonna get out of the early game.
Okay, where are we stopping? I mean, we
Okay.
have, if you want to sync
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I'm going into the match right now.
I'm at 128.
Pre-game?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm waiting at 120 pre-game.
Okay. 29, 128, 127, 126, 5, 124. Alright, and I'm at 120 pregame as well.
Yeah.
Just organizing my peoples.
Yeah. Oh god, why are they doing that? Why they have to screw up my hut every single time? I really don't get it.
Okay.
So what? No, that's okay.
That's alright. Are you ready to start, or
Yeah, I'm ready to start up.
Okay. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Wait, Cal, are you ready?
Yeah. Fucking.
Alright, 3. My fault. Do you need to go back?
No.
Or do we? Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was a link move, man. Counting down and then he stops us too. Like,
Alright, so one thing we've been doing a lot is even if we aren't warding, what we do is we group up around their red buff, our red buff, to see if they ward. And then maybe they come into the fight one by one and we can pick them off.
yeah.
I think the only thing that I'd like to see us do a little bit better, sometimes it takes a little bit getting out the gate. And I feel
Yeah,
like
leaving fountain, like if you want to do that, like nobody should go past the tier 2 tower before everybody is there. Like now we just have a situation. Okay, the players that were there, they don't really get much out of it, but just we have 2 people at height of red buff, 2 people
What
at
time are
tier
you
2
at
tower.
right now?
What? I'm on 20 now, free.
Are you on double speed?
No.
You're way ahead of us.
Yeah, you're way ahead of us. Alright. Let's pause. Let's go back to 120. Okay.
I ran everything on.
Okay. I think you were on double speed.
No, I have the timer up.
Okay. We're back on 120.
Yeah, I'm 119. So.
Okay. And where are you, Mika?
Shush.
uh,
I'm ready.
all right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Let's see the disaster again. Not really, but like.
Yeah.
If you're gonna grip up, like I don't want to see anybody be past the tier 2 tower, like, or in lane, or if you are doing it in lane, and especially against the Sylvanas, like you're one player waiting around the red buff corner. You have the Sylvanas dropping the ward down because the enemy team is earlier down and he grabs you. I mean, it's a risky move, but like they have Sobek,
What
Sylvanas,
time are you guys at?
112.
12.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm there too.
Yeah. I'm just going ahead because really had, but like just one person like around that they are a bit faster. Like they practice that enough. They're
Yeah,
really
and like,
fast.
look at how
Waiting.
far Smoke is behind, and we're all like in different. Yeah, we all need to
They,
be out.
they could
Way.
at that moment at plate as there at mid camp. They could have been 5-man grouped at that spot, and there could be a
Yeah.
Sobek and Sylvanas waiting to chain pull you out to death. And Osiris dies there. Like the cat survives.
And see, they got to put their ward out. Like if we were all grouped up, they wouldn't have even been able to get that ward if we were
I
all
mean,
there on time.
they would have just placed it over the wall, but like, the thing is, the Sylvanas probably never goes pole at level 1, but
Yeah.
if he does not skill level and you are standing there around mid camp waiting for the rest of the team and he is feeling cheeky and he's getting that pull, that's first blood. Like,
Yeah.
Serket maybe still gets out, but Osiris is dead there. Like,
Yeah.
Sobek just plucks you, you're dead. Best level 1 ability probably in the game.
Mhm.
So,
All
just
right.
mana was
So
traded, Watts was traded, so nothing.
yeah, so let's look at what's going on in duo. We've been going with a different start right now. So we are when we don't have pressure, we clear our red buff. So we face up with them, and then we go here to go clear the red buff, and then the purple buff, and mid goes to mid camps.
Yeah, okay. I mean, in theory, they could. If they were expecting it, they probably could punish it by rotating mid and dual lane over. So force a fight, especially with all Hachi and the Varnos, they probably have the level 1
Yeah.
anyway. So or they could just steal purple buff instead. They could soft push. I don't think. Okay, but
Yeah, we
they
messed
could
up the.
get purple, and they still could zone you guys out of lane, and that's where the risk comes from. If you're getting back from that situation, they
Yeah.
still
See
okay.
this.
Level 2 pull. Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
said. Savage just
And
needs to
then
feel frisky or good
he just
ricochet.
gets double bounce. Yeah.
I mean that was practice. But like that's what I said. Sylvanas feels frisky. Level 2, level 1 pull comes out of unsuspectingly. It's still a loss for them, like poke and heal wise, but they get the pull, it's a kill. They don't get the
Hmm.
pull, it's not a kill, and he lost the cooldown of or lost an ability at that point. And
Yeah.
Smokey probably shouldn't tanking that melee wave. Like keeping the archer out of range, okay, but like he should not be tanking melee minions. Even if he
Yeah.
kites them at the edge, you lost at least one potion for it.
Hmm.
The XP, like, recognize will get his XP anyways, and like that gold loss, you still get your guardian sticks, and that's not worth it.
Yeah. Okay. So smoke, don't tank the
Also,
melees that are
just
destroying.
like you're standing at that wall there, if there's a mark of the golden crow plus a ricochet, that could be another double ricochet, is another kill cost. Then, if he hits a stun ricochet, that's the Sylvanas pull.
Hmm.
Okay.
Alright, now this is our buffs are coming up again. So we do the
Yeah.
same thing to secure the buffs.
We drop wave into tower this time. I mean, they could have frozen. I don't know. They secure their own buff now. They purple. They don't punish us anyway. Like, RT1 tower has 25% damage now. Okay, good wall hugging here. Gets the XP for the camp. For the wave. The archers usually gets shared if you hug the wall.
Yeah.
So, fighting definitely a no. If you stay here and do, if he goes for the root and then pull, that's a different story.
Alright, there's something going on in solo. Let's take a look at what's going on in solo.
I mean, solo laners trading poke. Like, nothing gonna happen, seriously. Thicket even has boots over Sobek now, right now, so I don't know why people would delay that for, unless he wants to rush like breastplate or mystic or whatever. I don't know. Unless he wants to rush a defensive item, he should go back, cause every second teleport is not on cooldown. It's a wasted opportunity. Especially if he could get boots.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just losing archers if he would have left here. So.
Now, one thing that this team is really good at is
okay,
really
that dash was a bad idea. I mean, it was an off rotation. Buffs were down, so not easy to tell. But like he stood alone so long in lane. Don't know.
what was your thoughts on that, Mikhail?
Yeah, it was just greedy. I really didn't.
I guess it's an off rotation, and Red could have in the same time could have ganked like dual lane, but then Sobek stands so long in lane, he gets full boots and breastplate 1. But he stayed longer than he needed to. He could have just gotten boots much earlier. He at least has the now 100 seconds on teleport advantage. Red is coming now for the blue buff. Okay, now probably the situation where Plate is doing mid camps while his speed comes up and blue buff is respawning. If he's not immediately rotating over, you're probably gonna lose blue here.
I don't
really know why he did
Yeah. So can you explain? Like,
I mean, he's coming. He's not directly coming. He was considering to do speed. He's doing mid cam, losing your blue buff there.
It's not.
Yeah.
Not even in terms of XP. It's not.
I mean, it would be worse if nobody would take. I mean, guess we have Athena and Torsus gank, so we get 2 kills out of it. That wouldn't happen if he would be at the. I mean.
We don't get
yeah. Okay. You get 1 kill. That's mechanical stuff, but he being early on that rotation, that's probably not a kill there. And now he's just. I mean, that counts as lazy backing to me. That Plate move. I mean, he didn't back there, but it was a lazy back. Not a good showing.
Yeah, that was a really bad
I mean, the kill happens. He should have been there in the first place. Then we still have an Athena ult. We probably don't have toss over there, so it could have been a 2-for-0 trade. Don't know. It just.
Either way, I think.
Why do you? I mean, the speed buff was up. It wasn't spawning or something. You have your speed buff timer always with you now as a jungler. That was a really good comp. Yeah, the one of matches in both hunters.
Just going back to that, so he should have went straight to the blue.
Had this iteration highlighted. I mean, then he also was considering doing speed first. I mean, that's the natural thing for a jungler. We probably caught it then. He could have directly moved over. He would have been early there. He moved like behind the tier 1 tower, and then 2 speed, turned around, go to blue.
Yeah, just the.
Okay, now there's 3 men invading speed blue buff here.
Yeah.
That's a pluck. Okay. That's Athena ult. Okay, good ult stacking. Should be kill. The Tor's ult was a bit, yeah. I guess it did something. It might as well not ult at that position.
Now, what went wrong here?
I mean, in the first place, what went wrong here? They had a free grouping for a 3-man blue buff invade. If you want to be really, the Athena ult comes pretty much instant. We have the situation. I mean, Toss is throwing an ultimate over, does like nothing. Don't know. Probably gets that one kill and maybe zone them out to get blue buff. If anything, probably the best play would have been to just get the kill and go. And leave.
Yeah.
You could have easily traded 2 people for that kill. Okay. Now blue buff is missing in solo again. Red is coming. Oh, not really. Okay. But okay, red ulti's down. If red ulti's not down, if you're not backing here. Yeah, you better stop specs. If there would be a move and like jungler wouldn't be at speed, play just checking buffs. Oh, backhand timer. And again, Sylvanas ult combining. What is that quick scope ult? Like what is that? Can somebody explain me that?
Oh no.
Why would?
Can you go more into detail on it? Can we highlight this?
I mean, what do you want to highlight? I just don't get it. That's the second time now. There was just an ultimate that was like 1 or 2 charges on full life opponents, which hits, but like there was no reason for it. You cancel it out, you save most of your mana, you have the cooldown. Lack of god knowledge, maybe? Just an assumption that. Okay, Gengar dual side. That should be a kill here. Okay, nice execution. Get him to the Sylvanas ult. Yeah, tower is pretty beat up. But that was a good ult. Probably should backing speed buff. Could have done speed buff, so you don't have to walk back in smoke. If you see that, okay, give it to Hunter, but like you're just giving up a bit. Okay. He has the Jade Emperor's Crown on Athena. I guess I talked with that about before. Okay, let's see warding. They have 3 wards on dual side. 1 defensive ward on mid. 1 at the enemy back camp. Kind of weird warding. Good warding around dual lane, but it didn't help them. They had 3 wards and they still got not ganked, but like they still got crashed at camping tower line. Defensive wards. I mean, we have 1 ward that doesn't really cover much about solo side. Who ward is that? Does it show me? Mikhail's the ward. I don't know that ward just covers the most defensive route. Like, it doesn't even show you the blue buff timer if they would do it.
Can we just go over what happened in Dueland?
I missed it.
Do we want to pause and go back to it? Let's pause.
No, like that's it leads to a lot of dethinking. Okay, I assume he got ganked. Well, he got soloed.
Yeah, this ends up being an important fight.
I mean, that's not. It's a 1 pickup. That's not a fight yet. Okay, good ricochet. Pull misses. I mean, what's they gonna get out of there? We even get our red buff, so I don't see it being important yet, unless something happens. Like, what a pick! Wait, we're losing tier 1 tower. Not yet. Okay, defense. The one gets a double ult. That's a kill. Don't ult there. Okay. I saw the Tor's ulting again. But yeah, got a bit close probably in that fight. They wanted that tower. The ones ultating too is probably not ideal, especially with low HP Athena. Enemy jungler is looking for speed buff now, going directly to blue. Even your ward despawned. That ward would actually spot that rotation now. Don't get it. Okay, that's getting close to getting killed there. You don't know about that for defense attempt on solo. Okay, Athena ult. I say that was a lot of resources committed to nothing. Maybe tower defense. Don't know. Didn't. Okay, we go back to basics. Speed buff got claimed. Let's see graphs. 3k gold behind. 3.4k XP. Okay. Bit of poke, bit. Toss ult cancelled here. Again. Cancelled twice. Okay. I mean, better than quickscoping it. That does not help. Okay. They're in a good angle to force a God Fury if they want to, or Porter Demon, Pyromancer. But they don't choose so far. Okay, red buff. Okay, makes sense. It's the next best thing they could do. So what Dulane needs to do, probably, if you're losing your tower early, you probably want to freeze. Freezing in front of tier 2 tower and Dulane is probably the best thing you can do. Because they rotated faster into the lane. Okay, played completely out of position. CMO gets zoned away from everything. Okay, second out should be decent. Okay, another quick scope ult. There's no punch behind it. Okay, we're trading kills. We probably should have lost more than we did. They don't do it again. No Gold Fury. Like they're taking it slow. Lost another buff. It's like another 200 gold or so. Actually, the gold from the kills actually more got a bit back. Okay, now Gold Fury. They make a really late Gold Fury. I wouldn't be surprised if they draw. I mean, I guess there's nothing to steal it unless Athena gets like Throat just getting the random read steal. Okay, but too late. Smoke probably shouldn't have contested it. I mean, it's worth a try, especially with the lead they have. Was early in the engagement, but like they should have done that. Gold Fury should have been done before he even goes to Gold Fury. Like they were really slow in that one. That's something we can use if they continue to make relatively slow calls, like that. Just so they were discussing in chat in comms if they should do it or not. Okay, Solar Tower.
You think we would have been better off if Thoth backed earlier, or would that have just cost us mid tower?
Cost us mid tower. I mean, they didn't really group. The thing is,
I mean, like,
unless there was a wave pushing in, I didn't saw it. But like, unless there's a brute wave pushing in, they were really slow on that God Fury call.
Yeah, he should have backed earlier because he was just out of mana.
And also, then is the question: if they do mid tower, they don't get God Fury. Do you give up your mid tier 1 tower 60 minutes into the game, or do you give up a 15-minute God Fury? Like, I kind of think the tier 1 tower, especially we already lost that state. We still can fight them, but like
he should have backed sooner, so he would have had mana and we could have contested.
Okay, solo side. That's okay. It's gonna be a commit. Interesting. Toss a bit late. I mean, Athena. I just don't see it happen, guys. I guess
we missed a lot of abilities here.
I mean, even if you hit everything, you commit a 4-man rotation, get your solo or jungler almost killed. I mean, not talking about the actual kill process here. But even if that's the kill relatively fast, I mean, Toss does a lot of damage there. Let's say player damage. Yeah, okay. It's not overwhelming. They do pyro here. Yeah, that's a free pyro. Meantime, you spend for that on Sobek kill, you lost 2000 mid.
Yeah.
And now pyro. Does not look all too
So
great. Yeah.
I was gonna say, so is the mid tower, or we shouldn't have went that hard for the kill. If we could
I
have
mean,
gotten it,
if
we
you
have been
drop,
worse.
I mean, I guess you want to see him dead if you miss that much stuff, but like, I mean, besides that,
At that point, we just need to drop it, right?
then even then you shouldn't be 4-man tower diving. There was no reason that Plate stayed around for that kill. He was at 200 HP. If the Vanus has a blink and blinks on him, uh, if he at level 12 has a blink and he blinks on him, he is dead. And then you trade for one in a situation where you should have just get a kill.
Yeah.
Don't know. There was not a reason for 4 people to stay in lane. If he backs, he maybe can save the tier 2 tower, at least like prevent it from fouling. Good mid tier 1 capitalization. We have two strong. We get outpushed in both side waves. There need to be one left and one right defender, or we get at least 10 archers pushed in each tower. Also, it's a lot of farm. Like just saying that, like having an eye on wave, like that shouldn't be a reason why Plate and Recognize both back there when there's like a double wave in left. And purple buff, that's a different point. That would have been a good amount of farm for both. I mean, Recognize is kind of even, and Smoke is just one level behind, so I guess it's okay. Yes, it's Relic. mid 0 deaths, 2 levels behind. And he did a lot of rotations. But then Warlock Staff. Warlock Staff is 19 minutes into the game. Warlock Staff is a 67 sticks. That's a no-go, man. You rushed it. You rushed that Warlock Staff for a reason. Okay. Well, this time I fully charged Toss ult, but it did nothing. It's the Sylvanas, yes. But the Sylvanas not even has magical defense yet. Yeah, yes, Seeps. Fully charged, yeah, Toss ult did nothing.
The big thing that we were debating after this game is we felt like we should have chased the we should have went on the Sylvanas there with the
No, it was
our
earlier.
earlier. Okay.
Yeah, they got it.
He
Yeah.
dived 2E and 2E had ult up and he just like one-shotted him.
Yeah.
He had Mark.
So at that position, he has Gold Fury. I mean, it's hard. You don't have direct vision, but you shouldn't have committed your position away.
Yeah.
Like, people start to at least look at it. Recognize also dies for it. Have him be in range of the hit of the health bar and save distant, and then communicate the health bar. And when there's 20% or something called. Also, if he has vision, you have vision. So there's, or like if it's max range, you don't have vision, but like he can still tell you. Peeking over, I guess it's tempting, but like they spot it, and that's it. Probably waiting in stealth there. It's probably your best bet. Wait in stealth there in the situation if they didn't spot you, and then leap in. If you want to go for the steal. Yeah, 10k gold, 11.5 XP. It doesn't feel like a massive lead still. They're trading kills a lot. Like they don't go for a clean kill. They don't utilize their sustain. They kinda. I mean, Sobek picked up a lot, 8 Warlock Staff, but like he's at 51 stacks and he has it as third item. I guess.
I think it's bad. It's probably not going to be building like. Well,
I don't think I want just like Toss. CMO rotated a lot, but like there needs to be time for farm. There needs to be a time to last it. Let's see minion kills.
No, I meant like Sobek Warlocks.
Yeah, but I wanted to put it in perspective. Sobek, who is not really the greatest farming god. Okay, that was a good peer for Fire Giant, just going back for it. Uh, Getting out, cutting your losses. They really go all out for that chase. Smoke probably has to sacrifice himself here.
One thing I wanted to say also, look at our builds. One of the things we had talked about was we wanted to get more mid guardians, and we talked about getting the mid guardian earlier in jungle. Uh, would that have been possible? What do you think?
I
Do you think
mean,
that's part of the problem?
I don't see where the stone cutting is from in this game. Like how many situations where he could have just basic attacked on an opponent. Like that if you're talking about it, Midgardian May probably should have been before stone cutting. Like I don't even see a stone cutting fitting in that game at all. Because how many situations were there? How many player damage does he have? He has not even 10k player damage yet. How many basic attacks was he hitting in the game so far? And how many basic attacks got he hit by? Midgardian earlier probably would have helped.
Yeah.
It's a question. They have a lot of ability damage. Like, sure they have double hunter, but Sobek is their magic damage source. That's why he's going warlocks also. Yeah, but being warlock staff stacked as first item in 20 minutes or 22 minutes is definitely not ideal. Especially if you go Divine Rune, you don't have the power to back it up, like to compensate for it. Now an Obsidian Shard. I mean, we don't have magic damage, but I guess it's a meta item. I still think that Magus is better than Shard, especially against these relatively low magical protection teams again. Sylvanas is picking up 2 physical defense items. Thieves is his only magical defense. Silver Talisman is his 5th item. And then we could look at Sobek. What he has as magical defense is Void Stone. Okay, I guess Jungle has an Achille, but that's the standard red. There's not a lot of magical protection yet in the game. The Obsidian Shard, don't know. It's just my personal opinion. Okay, they're defending here with, I mean, try. Double Hunter's just draining into the Phoenix. Red on toss here. Sobek slowing everybody down. We might trade 1 kill. That's red down. Played again, just in fight, he cannot even basic attack because he. Another quick scope, toss ult.
Yeah, I mean, he had like 3 good tries where he could have dropped a fully charged ult, then waited for the quick
Yeah.
scope.
So now that's looks like a last stand effort here. The Athena ult on the Saket. If you get a Hunter, you probably can avoid the Titan. They might even not do a Titan here, but I don't know. They probably should. Yeah. I guess the last out effort using Athena ult to try to defend the Titan. I mean, you have to kill the minions. As long as minions standing in the Titan range, the thing never resets, and the only way to defend a Titan is to reset it. That's, yeah. Archers, even if nobody's in range, they still have all the melee minions. I don't think. I mean, only way to defend this at this point was really to get that kill on 1 Hunter. And in 2v2, you probably can hold the Titan. Yeah. I mean, rough game overall. Kind of drifted away a bit from.
I don't like the Osiris pick in general, honestly.
Yeah.
Too hard. And he's not
The thing is, Plate likes his stompy characters, and Osiris does that. If he does that, it didn't pay off, and like Plate, whenever he is not getting the lead in kills and like map pressure, he is not performing as good as he can when he is ahead. He's besides that, obviously you can do more when you're ahead, but like he also plays better when ahead.
He just didn't play around the pick at all. We didn't
Yeah,
like go on Sylvanas at all. He pretty much ignored him.
yeah, he just got crippled by the fact that he couldn't do his game, and he was, uh, yeah, abused by the enemy. But then he has 12k, not even 12k player damage. Red has 14 or 13 and a half. But then you have Cyrus, so your main form of doing something in the team fight is your damage. And Red has CC at least. And he got his rotation off, he got the buff steals. We see it on the minion damage. We have Red with 110k, and we have Osiris with 77. So that's just a lot more jungle camps done in that time. What else is
I got
important?
kinda tilted that game.
Yeah.
Felt like I just lost my blue for no reason.
I mean, there was a reason. I think we talked about it a bit. Yeah. The second time was probably hard to contest. We got a kill. We probably should have left it on that. Trading the Sobek kill for 2 towers was not worth it. Like, not at all.
Yeah.
I mean, not trading it for 1 tower wasn't worth it, but like we also lost the tier 2 tower directly after it. We play against the double hunter, and as long as double hunter is not in the fights, they can do whatever they want. They can do gold furies, they can do pyromancers, they can do tier 1, tier 2 towers, they can even do phoenixes if they're not in fights.
Yeah. What do we think about what were you gonna say related to the old related CMO with the on his stuff? Just
I
this
mean,
game in particular?
I touched it in game, I think, enough.
Okay.
A warlock staff at 20 minutes into the game just shows me that he wasn't getting the last hits, not the timing he wanted. I didn't actually check if he went boots first. That would explain something if he finished boots before finishing warlocks. But even then,
he did.
like it was really late, and then we had like multiple quickscope ultimates on full HP targets. Don't know. It just didn't seem strong, like at all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the Divine Ruin helped. And then at some point, can you give him the information? I know you have on why you prefer, um,
I mean,
Spirit of Magus over
the thing
Obsidian
is
Shard.
with Spear, I mean, besides that, I talked about how low protection the enemy team was, magical wise. So once even finished without having, he finished with 144 magical protection. Okay, that's Seeps mostly, but like before he had the silver talisman, before he finished Lotus Crown, he had 100 magical protection. That's Obsidian Shard on 100 magical protection, like not even starts. It starts got scaling on it, but like what is that? 25 or something percent? So it's like 25 pen, maybe 30 pen. I don't have this sheet up yet. But Spear of the Magus has that half of that as flat pen, and then Toss applies it through the Glyph of Pain twice with any of his abilities per stick. If you had a third magical, it probably should be a no-brainer. Like, if you have a third magical, like a magical solo or something in that situation, or a magical jungle, it probably should be a no-brainer to pick up Magus, because that would increase the damage of everybody a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, he has flat pen so far, so yeah, 25 flat pen. He gets the like 20-30 from Obsidian Shard. I guess it can work. But then power is not really an aspect. Don't know. The next item would have been Soul Gem. What was his power level? I don't know if he casted enough to even make it worth it. 300 power with Soul Gem, it's like 350 power. What he round out with? Don't know. Even then, if you round out at 450 power. If you Soul Gem, I guess that's. I don't like it. Let's say it that way. It does not seem like from what the game was. It was a rotation-heavy game. He did a lot of rotation that he was there when we could have used the damage, and like on Sobek, on that solo side, he did us damage before everybody else started to miss. Um, okay, positive aspects. Like let's try to be a bit more positive.
Yeah.
I always tend to just focus on negative stuff. I guess Warlink was okay. It wasn't. It was great. Um, Then we had some interesting poke-offs, like the Athena rotations were pretty good. Like the timings for Athena ults were really showed that when there was a commitment, usually like Mikhail with the cat or like Recognize, they were there when the Athena ult came. There was an engagement. There wasn't like an Athena ult with like oops, didn't saw it or something or didn't react to it. So that definitely worked. Definitely, I like to see more of Athena. Um, what else do we have? I think we dealt okay with the like progression they had. We always traded kills. We basically never went like untraded. And that were our aggressions most of the time, but like we traded. We got some out of it, and most of the time we lost the trade. We made sure that they didn't get much out of it. Like they didn't had there was like at least 2 or 3 fights they won, and they didn't even got a buff out of it. So we mitigated at least what we could from the issues we had. And and then also um, the assist rate is pretty nice. Like we have 3 people who all have above 8 kill participations. So we have 3 people all were 75% of all kills. Like everybody pretty much. Like the lowest kill participation is our jungle with 7 out of 12. So that's good. Sharing kills is definitely helping. I
You
mean,
mean Ursula? Ursula was 7.
yeah, but like 7 out of 12 kills is still over 50% on your lowest character, and like everybody else has 8. So everybody like average kill participation is like 80%, which is pretty good. Like that's definitely something that shows that everybody was there on rotations. We were 4 people on rotations, and we weren't 3, or we weren't just 2 people picking up kills.
Yeah.
Probably part of the reason why we were relatively even in the kill department before the very end of the game.
Yeah. Mikhail, you have any notes or anything, any positives you want to talk about?
Um. Uh. Spoke did really good on Athena, I feel.
Yeah.
Um.
I think this is the first time Recognize has played against like a big name ADC for the most part,
Yeah.
and he did pretty
He
good. I
did.
mean,
Yeah, he did pretty good
Yeah,
considering that.
it holds up to the point.
yeah.
I mean, what is that team anyway? Sleep Tight, so they are.
They're on the top at M10.
Okay. That's
Yes.
11 team.
Sleep Tight's probably like Sleep Tight probably has a skill level around like a SPL ADC.
Yeah, I know that name, but like I don't know what team it is. Sorry.
Yeah. And then their solo lane is pretty well known.
You know I'm
But
not well with names.
Cheetah's always been really well known in the scene. He's pretty good. Um, and their mid and jungle are solid.
Okay, I stopped recording here, so I don't have to cut it. It goes a bit faster.
Okay. Yep. So on to the next game.